What is the biggest car crash of a pitch you've ever been involved in?
Yeah. This one is so long ago that the medium that we used to present was slides that were projected, Kodak carousel slide projectors. And we were putting on a big show because it was for the state of Virginia tourism board. We determined that we were going to use rear projection so that we could walk in front of the screen
Mm.
and the images would be behind us. Like people in front of chroma key. The people running the tourism board had decided that rather than having the presentations at their offices or at the agency's offices, they would really level the playing field and rent meeting rooms in a hotel.
Hotels are actually known for their AV expertise as well, right?
The first rule of presenting in a hotel is bring everything your own. We had a giant screen and we were going to have these wonderful images behind us, and we had 24 slide projectors.
Wow.
We also had a video projector, and they were all hooked up to a computer and an operator who would be behind the screen. Actually, more of an overseer because it was all designed to work automatically once it started. Well, we got in the next morning after having tested it out the night before, and lo and behold, if we kept the screen back where it should be, allowing room for the audience, the images on the screen would be about the size of a postage stamp. So, in order to get the images as big as we wanted, or even close to as big as we wanted, we had to move the screen all the way up to the point where the screen was about this close to the people. And there was barely room for me and my partner to walk in front of the screen and the people. And I'm looking down on the people like this. We get into it. All of a sudden, the projectors start firing randomly. If someone used the elevator in the hotel, it triggered our projectors.
Wow.
We had a generator in a truck outside, parked in the street, cables run up into our room. The Martin Agency also had their cable truck outside. It looked like we were shooting a feature.
Right.
And it just went crazy. Images flashing. There was one word we wanted on the screen was execute. And it's going execute, 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 execute.
Right in their faces as well.
Right this close to them. And people are looking up at me like, oh, please don't hurt me. Just don't hurt me. And it just gets worse. The aforementioned research guy from my agency is off in a corner leaning against the wall. He doesn't realize that that's the light rheostat. So the lights in the room are going up and down while the projectors are going execute, 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 execute. And we're trying to talk. Clearly, this is an absolute unmitigated disaster.
Yeah.
But we don't stop.
Right.
I talked about commitment before. We don't stop. We just keep going all the way through to our big finish. they're they're just thrilled to still be alive, and they get up and they leave.
Right.
And we're sitting around going, "What? Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! That's the worst thing I've ever been involved in." So we slink back to our offices, and we're sitting in our offices. And, oh my God in heaven! This was a great opportunity, and Jesus. And we get a phone call from the head of the tourism board, and she says, and she swore like a sailor. And she says, Peter, what the was that? What do you think you were doing? What were you trying to tell us? And I try to give them, and she goes, yeah, just shut up. Just shut up. She says, the Martin Agency did even worse.
Wow.
We went to see them after you next door. All their stuff fell apart on them. The difference between the two of you is you guys showed grace under pressure.
Right.
Therefore, I am going to advance you and give you an opportunity to try it again.
Wow.
Either at your place or our place, you make the call. She hung up the phone. Well, we went back, we did it, we simplified everything, and we won the business. So